Okay, so typically these questions are asked in nursing interviews. So we're gonna start with the first one, which is tell me about yourself. Typical question. First, I want y'all to keep it short, but also still talk about yourself, like a little bit personal stuff, but also like focus on your nursing background, your nursing experience. If you don't have a nursing background, as far as like job wise, just talk about your clinicals. Talk about what you enjoyed in clinicals and what you really took from clinicals. Okay, I did that because I really didn't have a job. I had a job. I had like a nurse tech job for like 4 weeks, and I was it. So I was like, I did that, but clinicals, you know. So you got to really word it to where they're like, oh, okay, so she does have the experience. So in this situation, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my computer. In this situation, you should say, I have 2 years of experience in labor and delivery, and I love advocating for patients. I thrive in fast-paced environments, which is why I'm excited about this position. So try to work that into something that correlates with you and your experience, whether that's, like I said, with clinicals or with actual like nurse tech job. All right, slide number 2. Why do you want to work here? So typically they ask this question and they want you to do your research. And I did my research. So in this sense, I really researched what this hospital is like known for, but also what kind of reputation they have. So the key is to get them to understand that you know about this hospital and that you're doing your research and that you honestly want this position, okay? Because then you might say, yeah, I want this hospital, I love this hospital, but they can't really tell you why they love that hospital, like in depth, and really get into like the hospital's like values, okay? So in that one, let's see what we can say for this one. Sorry, y'all, I'm scrolling through my notes. So in this one, I can say, I admire blah, blah, blah hospital for its commitment to patient-centered care and its reputation in blank. Your focus on I can't talk today. Your focus on innovation and professional development aligns with my goal of becoming a highly skilled nurse. I love to contribute my experience in blank, whatever specialty, to your team while continuing to grow in this environment. Now that is how you do that, okay? So next is, how do you handle stressful situations? They want to make sure that you can handle it in an appropriate way and not cuss your patient out or cuss out your coworkers, because that is possible. So with this situation, I said the STAR situation. You want to talk about the situation, the task, the action, and the result. Make sure that it is resolved, and don't just give them something that's still not resolved to this day, because they're like, well, why is it not resolved? Are you avoiding it? Like, there's gonna be a whole bunch of questions. So my response for this would be, during a particular busy shift, I had multiple high acuity patients. I stayed calm by prioritizing tasks, delegating when appropriate, and keeping open communication with my team. I also practice self-care outside of work to maintain resilience. Handling pressure effectively ensures my patients get the best care possible. So as a nursing student, I believe that we can do this as far as in class or in clinicals. You can use the nurse that you were that was precepting you. You can use an example from her shift. They won't know the difference. So then they'll be like, well, tell me about a time you made a mistake. Y'all, this is not a trick question. They want to know when you've made a mistake. However, let's be clear. Do not put a mistake that cost a life or that was almost costing somebody's life, okay? That's a big no-no. But also, too, keep in mind, they want to know that you actually learned from this situation and that you actually have evolved, okay? So my example for this one was, during my first months as a nurse, I miscalculated a medication dose, but I caught the error before administering it. That is important to say, okay? And then I say, I immediately double-checked with my preceptor and pharmacy. Since then, I developed a habit of triple-checking doses and using available resources to prevent mistakes. It was a valuable learning experience that improved my attention to detail. Y'all, please don't forget, but I caught the error before administering, okay? Please, don't say that, oh, I caught it after I gave it to the patients, because baby, you out the door. You out the door. You about to cost them, you a liability to the hospital. Like, you better get out the door, okay? So remember, keep it short, keep it sweet, keep a positive note at the end, okay? But don't overshare. Please don't overshare. Okay, so there's another question where they'd be like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? You can be honest with this question. I don't really think you should study this question, but they want to know. I think a good note for this one is to note your loyalty. Note like, I plan to be here, but I plan to work up the ladder, or something like that. So show ambition, or even talk about education. They always want their nurses to be more educated than they are when they first got on the floor. So an example in this one I wrote is, in 5 years, I see myself growing in this field, possibly pursuing a certification in blank specialty and mentoring new nurses. I'm interested in leadership roles and would love to take on new and more responsibility in patient care and education. That shows I'm going to be here for a few years, and I want y'all to build me up. They love that stuff, okay? So basically, nailing your nursing interview is all about confidence, it's all about preparation. If you need me to help you with your resume, or if you want to practice face-to-face with someone else that you don't know, so you can get all the nursing jitters and nervous jitters out and stuff, just let me know. I will be happy to help you, okay? I am here to help y'all, so please please, please, please reach out if you need me, okay?